Hey everybody, this is Jonathan, trainer and speaker, and today I'm going to talk to you about something really important. And that is, what should you do if you make a mistake during your speech or presentation? Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it right now. So have you ever done that before? You practice all day and all night. You finally get on that stage, and things are going quite well, but then all of a sudden, you forget what to say. And you're just looking out there like a deer in the headlights, and people are looking at you, looking at their clocks and watches, and they're saying, what's going on with this guy? And you're freaking out and you're shaking and total disaster, right? Well, let's never let that happen again. Here are some practical tips you can do the next time you find yourself making a mistake on the stage. So first of all, let's talk about the psychological aspect of this. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this. I'm going to tell you this in very, very simple terms. You are already on the stage. Whether that's in a small office environment or whether that's in a very large room. And now you've made a mistake. Congratulations, you're human. Now I want you to take two things away from this making a mistake. Number one, mistakes are beautiful. They are a chance for you to learn and grow and experience new things. This is a struggle, this is a challenge. And without challenge and struggle, you cannot grow stronger. So take it as a growing experience. And now, number two, which is really, really important, you have a choice. You can either continue to mess up, totally fail, and just explode right there on the stage and make it a total disaster. Or you dust yourself off, you get up, and you keep going, and you fix it. Ladies and gentlemen, a man or a woman, their true measure is how they react when things go otherwise. You have to keep in mind that the people here in this audience, they have paid either their time or money to see you present or speak here on the stage. And whether it's money or it's time, both are very valuable. Time more so than money. So you, again, you have a choice. Either you continue to fail for yourself or you continue for them. Remember, they don't want you to not do well. They want you to recover. So you need to get over this psychological aspect. Remember, one, making mistakes is good for you. It's a chance for you to grow and to also become a stronger speaker or person or whatever it is you do. And secondly, again, you've already messed up. So will you just continue to do bad, or will you improve, get better, and give your audience what they want? Because you owe it to them, and it's out of respect that you should do better, okay? So that's a psychological aspect. Now, let's talk about something more practical, okay? And that is, have your script nearby. Yeah, I said it. Have your script nearby. Now, as an example, if I was shooting this video right now and this was live, it may seem really unprofessional for me to do this. Excuse me, I forgot what to say. Looking at my script. Okay. This is different. This is a video. When it comes to you giving a presentation or a speech, listen, again, you have a choice. Either fix it, improve, or continue to fail and make it a total disaster. If you have your script nearby, if it is possible, if you find yourself totally lost for words, don't say anything. Simply stop, take a breath, walk to your script, take a look, and continue. Now, this has happened to me a lot of times, and believe it or not, in my mind, I'm saying, I messed up so bad, I'm going to look at this script, this is embarrassing, and I continued. To believe it or not, most people didn't even realize I messed up. Because I took a breath, I breathed, I looked at it, and I continued. They thought it was part of my presentation. So again, there's nothing wrong with looking at your script. You have no choice at this point in time. It's a lesser of two evils. Either you continue to not know what to say, or you go take a look at your script, you see where you're at, and you continue on. There's not even any need to say, I'm sorry, or sorry about that. Just take a look and keep going. If you have the choice, okay? Okay, now that's one. Look at your script, if you have to. Here's another one. Ask the audience for help. Yeah, that's right. Ask your audience for help. As far as I'm concerned, a presentation or a speech should always be interactive in a sense. And now, that doesn't necessarily mean you have a conversation with them all the time, but what it means is that the way you speak, the way you say things, the questions you ask should be interactive in a way where every person in the audience feels like you're speaking to them. So actually, if you forget what to say, there is perfectly nothing wrong with saying, excuse me, I'm sorry, can anyone remind me where I was just at? And listen, if you see a bunch of people do this and they say, oh, you were just talking about X, Y, and Z. Hey, at least they were paying attention. That lets you know they're listening. And another thing too, it gets them involved. All of a sudden they become the speaker as well. They become your helpers. They become interactive. They become engaged. They become your helpers. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with asking your audience for help as well. Now, you could even turn it into sort of a transition. You could say, I was just so, passionate about what I was just talking about. I think I felt so passionate about it that I forgot what I was saying. Could anyone remind me, what was I just talking about so I can move on? And then it gets them involved. They answer the question, say, oh, sir, you were talking about, hey, great job. So you got a great transition, you empower your audience, and you get them involved as well. Now, here's my last tip for when you make a mistake on that stage. And that is always have a backup plan. You can even call it an escape plan. Listen, life is all about preparations, especially when it comes to making mistakes. We will always make mistakes. That is human nature. But the people who are experts, they ensure that when those mistakes happen, they're prepared for them. The people that are unprepared, those are the people that really have a hard time. So you need to do the same thing as well. The next time you make a mistake, you need to have something that you will either say or do prepared so that you can recover, so you can catch yourself. Think about it like a parachute. When you're falling out of that airplane, you go tuk and you turn it on, and you're gliding to safety, and then when you hit the land, you can think about, okay, that's what I was going to do again. So I'll give you an example. When I find myself about to make a mistake and I'm thinking about what was I was going to say again, I'll stop and I will immediately begin to ask the audience questions. So as an example, if I'm talking about presentation skills, but I forget what to say midway, I stop, I breathe, and I will ask the audience a question. Can anyone tell me, why is this important? So if there's a PowerPoint, I'll point at it. Why is this important? Please raise your hand and tell me. So what am I doing right here? I'm stalling. I'm buying time. But at the same time, I'm doing it in an effective way that has to do with what I'm talking about so that the audience still continues to get value. So they begin to answer what this is about. They begin to give their opinions. They begin to have a discussion about it. We begin to have a dialogue. And then once I remember what it is, it comes back to me. I'm ready to move on again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just like when you forget the name of a song and you keep thinking about it, but it doesn't come to you. But then when you stop, you're doing something else, you're at the grocery store, you're walking, you go, that's what it was. So this is what you want to do as well. You want to have some sort of backup plan that gives you time to think about what it is you want to say. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a question. It could be a break. It could be an activity. It could be an icebreaker. It could have people getting into a discussion. It could be whatever it is you want. But make sure whatever it is you do, you are comfortable with it and you're prepared. So again, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to making mistakes, remember, it's human nature. You have a choice. You've already made it. Either recover or make it a total disaster. After that, if possible, have your script nearby. You've already made the mistake. Go take a look. See where you're at. Continue. Next, ask your audience for help. Turn this into an opportunity to make this presentation more engaging, more interactive, and get them involved. And last, remember, always have a backup plan. Have something that you are always prepared to do in case you make that mistake. Remember, the ones who are experts, they always have a way to make sure that whatever they did wrong can be a lot better. It won't be as bad because they prepared for it. That's the difference between professionals and rookies. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much again. Let me know in the comments, what is something you do when you make a mistake? Do you have something or a tip you could give me or everyone else? Let us know. And also, if you need a trainer or a speaker for your next event, please feel free to send me a message. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you next time.